First speaker, Larry Sapansky. Imprints. Imprints. Larry Sapansky.
Can you remember learning about something that fascinated you? For me, that topic was fossils. I was amazed that something could leave an imprint on something else. Sometimes these imprints are left by an object. Quite often, they're left by a person. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests, on whom have you left your imprint? Many years ago, while walking along the riverbed with my young daughter, she saw something. Daddy, look, this one's special. Yes, Princess, this one is special. This is what they call a fossil. Now, to you parents out there, you know what's coming next. The question. Daddy, what's a fossil? As an experienced parent, I was prepared with my answer. Princess, go ask your mother. I thought I dodged a proverbial bullet when all of a sudden, with a sweet, angelic voice, she requested, "No, Daddy, I want you to tell me." I now found myself between a rock and a hard spot, trying to explain fossilization to my 6-year-old daughter. Then I realized this was my chance to give my little girl her first life's lesson. Princess, many years ago, the leaf rested upon the rock, and because the leaf was special, it left its imprint. Sometimes, because of the things you say or you do, you might be like the leaf, and you may leave your imprint on someone else. Sometimes, we are like the rock, and others will leave their imprint on us. I was amazed at the pearls of wisdom I was able to string together with such short notice, when all of a sudden, in a not so angelic voice, she responded, "Daddy, you're right. I should have asked Mommy." I left an imprint, but not the one I had intended. Can you remember someone who, through their words or their actions, left an imprint on you and possibly changed your life completely? I can remember him as if it were yesterday. We met while going through basic training for the military. When they say it's not just a job, it's an adventure, they're not kidding. You can't tell by this Adonis-like body, but back then, I wasn't built for the rigors of basic training. I was a lean, mean pinball-playing machine. Ask me to do push-ups, sit-ups, running, jumping, and climbing. Those were never on my things-to-do list. Until now, and I soon found that all of my intensive training left me ill-prepared to do what the military expected. I reached a point where I was convinced I would fail basic training and I would be sent home. I remember going off and contemplating that painful question. How am I going to explain this to my friends and my family? When all of a sudden I felt his hand. As I looked up, I realized it was a fellow soldier. His name was Belbin Matthews, and Belbin was a mountain of a man chiseled out of pure muscle. As I looked into his eyes, I heard his strength as it bellowed from his vocal cords. "Larry, you've got the ability, and I believe in you, my friend. If you want to pass basic training, I will help you. We can do this together." At that moment, Belbin and I forged a bond. Not only did he become my friend, he became my mentor. Because Belbin believed in me, I started to believe in myself once again. And with his help, he elevated me to a level I never thought possible. Not only did I pass basic training, I was awarded the ribbon for the most improved soldier. I wish I could take credit for this accomplishment, but the truth is, this credit belongs to Belbin. Have you ever had a Belbin in your life? Someone who stepped in during a difficult time and helped you through it? At this time in my life, Belvin taught me 2 lessons. Number 1, he taught me never stop believing in yourself. Where there's no belief, there's no hope. And secondly, he taught me my strength does not rest within my muscles. It lives within my spirit. And we all have the strength to be successful at whatever it is we choose. At this moment in time, Belvin was the lead who left his imprint on me, an imprint which remains even until today. Many years ago, I tried to leave an imprint on my sweet little princess. Today, she's now 19. And when she has a difficult question, she still goes and asks her mother. But several months ago, she came to me. She told me of a story of how she helped one of her friends who was going through a difficult time. And she ended the story by saying, "Daddy, it was wonderful. It was so nice to help my friend and leave my imprint." It became apparent I did leave an imprint after all. Every day, through your words and your actions, you have the ability to change someone's life. Who knows, you may even make them feel special. It may be words of wisdom. It may be an act of kindness. It may simply be by taking a moment of your time, listening, and allow someone to feel heard. My friends, tonight I ask of you, today, tomorrow, and every day that follows, be the leaf and go out into the world and leave your imprint.